Jim Walker, who witnessed the 2008 recession, predicts what will happen in 2025. Hello, friends. Is the world heading towards an economic recession like 2008 again? Is the global economy going to fall into a deep crisis again? Jim Walker, the famous economist who closely watched the economic recession of 2008 and accurately predicted it, now predicts for 2025 it can put investors in concern. Walker has clearly stated that the US economy will face a severe recession in 2025. But the interesting thing is that the Indian market can benefit from this recession. Walker's statement has attracted the attention of investors, especially those who are worried about the economic turmoil happening at the global level. Why did Jim Walker say this? Why do they think that the Indian market will benefit despite the American recession? And in which direction will the global economy go in 2025? Today, we will discuss this topic in depth. But before that, if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you will be the first to get our new video updates. So, let's know the details of this whole event. Jim Walker's name is held in high esteem in the financial world. His predictions have often proved to be accurate. When the financial crisis started in America in 2008, Jim Walker was the first to signal this recession. He said that the American banking system is experiencing large-scale irregularities, which will lead to a major financial crisis. His prediction proved to be accurate. In America, subprime mortgage crisis, big banks went bankrupt. It had an impact on the whole world. The Indian market was not spared. Sensex and Nifty fell sharply. Millions of people lost their jobs and trillions of dollars of capital left global markets. Now, Jim Walker has again made a dire prediction. He has said that in 2025, the US economy will face a recession. According to Walker, the value of the US dollar could drop by at least 10%. This means that global trade and investment will be affected by the weakness of the dollar. He said that the fall in the dollar will have a bad impact on the US markets. The profits of American companies will decrease, the stock markets will decline, and the confidence of investors will be broken. Walker said interest rates are rising in the US, inflation is at record highs, and government spending is rising. All these reasons will keep the pressure on the US market. But Walker has given positive signals about India. He said that the Indian market can benefit from the slowdown in America. According to Walker, emerging markets benefit directly when the US dollar weakens. India is an emerging economy, and foreign institutional investment (FEI) may increase in the Indian market after the US recession. Due to the weakness of the dollar, foreign investors will invest in the Indian market. This may strengthen Sensex and Nifty. Walker said that India's economy is currently stable and the government's policies are clear and sustainable. Jim Walker said that India's economic scenario is strong. He said that consumer spending in India is continuously increasing, government investment on infrastructure is increasing, and the startup sector is growing rapidly. Digitization in India has given a new impetus to the economy. He said that India's policy is stable and the government has created a favorable environment for investment. Due to this, India can avoid the effects of global recession. He said that there are strong growth prospects in IT sector, pharma sector, auto sector, and consumer sector in India. In addition, Walker said that China's economy could also suffer due to the US recession. He said that China is already under economic pressure. China's economy has been weakening for the past few years. The crisis in the real estate sector, government controls, and global trade tensions have affected China's economy. Walker said that India can benefit from China's weak position. He said that India can become the center of global investment instead of China. India has cheap labor force, strong consumer market, and stable government. This can benefit the investment of India's global companies. Walker said that volatility in global markets will continue in 2025. He said that the global market will be affected by the recession in America and Europe. But India and Southeast Asian countries can avoid this crisis. Walker said that investors should invest in the Indian market from a long-term perspective. He said that currently the valuation in the Indian market is at a high level. But in the long term, there are prospects for growth. In addition, Walker also made big predictions about copper. He said that the demand for copper will increase rapidly in the coming years. He said that electric vehicle, renewable energy, and green energy projects will increase the demand for copper. Walker said that copper prices may increase. He has advised investors to invest in copper from a long-term perspective. He said that the supply of copper is limited while the demand is increasing rapidly. This may increase the price of copper. Walker said investors should be prepared for a 2025 recession. He said that investors should diversify their portfolio. He said that investors should reduce their dependence on the dollar and increase investment in emerging markets. Walker said that there are good investment opportunities in the Indian market, Southeast Asian market, and Brazil. He said that investors should increase investment in low-risk stocks and government bonds. Walker concluded that the recession of 2025 could be a major economic crisis, but also an opportunity for emerging markets like India. He said that India's economy is strong and despite the global recession, growth prospects will remain in the Indian market. He said that investors in India should maintain patience and invest from a long-term perspective. Walker said that India's economic policy, strong consumer demand, and fast-growing economy can protect the Indian market from the impact of global recession. Now the question is whether Jim Walker's prediction will prove correct this time too. Will India survive the effects of global recession? Will the Indian market continue to grow? Only time will answer these questions. But one thing is certain, that the year 2025 can prove to be a big turning point for global markets. If you like our content and want to make our efforts even stronger, you can support us through the QR code given in the video or the UPI ID given in the description. Your every small contribution is valuable to us and will inspire us to make even better and informative videos. Your support is our strength. Also, if this video taught you something new or you felt that this information should reach others as well, then do not forget to like and share the video. If you have any questions or suggestions in mind, then do let us know in the comments. We look forward to answering your every question and listening to suggestions. And yes, if you want to stay updated with our every new video in the future, then subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you get every new information first. GRT Business always strives to give you accurate and reliable information. Our news is obtained from various news agencies, public opinion, and public sources. We try our best to verify every report, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our sole aim is to provide you with accurate and reliable information.